Oh, welcome back my gardening friends. Well, it's September the 6th and bar gum, it's hot here in the UK at the moment, and it's supposed to peak on the Saturday of this week in 2023. Some things have loved it and some things have hated it, and my time is precious and I haven't watered anything outside. It's fending for itself, but it doesn't like the heat. The one courgette plant that's in the shade slightly is doing a little bit better. That's why we always grow more than we need. It always makes good compost, the ones that we don't eat, and there's a monster in there. But while I'm standing here still sweating, doing nothing, it's time to harvest the sweet corn. The rats have been very busy on some of them, in the middle there, another one there, and as soon as we saw that, we got the bottle tops on. We were lucky enough in some parts to pull the tassels through, but we didn't have time, so we did the ones with the socks. So basically the ones with the socks, the ones with the bottles, and he says hopefully the ones with the netted bags, it's okay. That one's all right. And I've just pulled one that had got a bottle on and it hadn't pollinated all the way through. So we'll have another look at one with a bottle that perhaps we didn't pull the tassels through. I'm going to leave one on the plant, well, two on the plant, one with one sock and one with a bottle, perhaps on one plant, and I'll see if I can save any seed. I know they're a F1, but if you don't try, you won't know. So let's have a little look. So you can see the rat damage there. If all of them were gone, you would physically cry. So I've took a few off. This is the one I took off earlier. This has got a bottle on it and possibly not pollinated properly, but job done. Exactly what you find in the shop. So probably they sell the halves because one half hasn't grew. This is one with a sock that's been on without any hole. So we'll have a little look at this one. I'm not going to open them all up. I did see in a comment on another channel that if you peel it from the bottom instead of the top, the silts come off better. I'm not sure whether that's exactly right, but I suppose if you do that, then well, it ain't too bad. So it's always worth reading the comments. People will drop a comment, and yeah, if you do it like that instead of trying to pull them downhill. But no, that's a nice cob, considering it may have been covered beforehand. So we're not sure about this one. This is a good bottle, similar to the one that we've trimmed earlier. It might have just been a one-off. Let's just do it from the bottom to the top. Let's not say it doesn't work. If we pull it like that, oh, it does look nice. We've got a few silks there, but there, maybe that one that we showed earlier was just a one-off. So it looks like we did cover them just in time, and this one just may not have been got its silks pollinated, but they're nice bits of corn. We just stick the nail in, make sure it comes out as it should. I think it's clear or yellow, I don't know. No, but happy with those. So I'm going to collect everything bar from two. I've just popped those sweet corn into that netted bag. I've cleaned my hands, but this is a net from out to the shed. There's nothing to say the mice and the rats haven't run over that and weed all over that. I had a few comments before about using the sweet corn that had already been had a nibble by the rats. My own personal preference, nobody else's, as to what I take from my allotment. I don't like waste. But it's like I said, it's my own personal preference what I do, and by the time it's been in the steamer I can't see anything wrong with that. I'll keep that separate for now because we don't know what's on our hands. This is one of the side chutes that I put a bottle on unknowingly. Again, we'll go from the top, the bottom to the top. So we've put the bottle on, and we've got a little bit of sweet corn. Probably not worth bothering with on that one, but that's a young one. This is another one. I've left the rest on just to see. Yeah, just haven't been on long enough to do any good. I'll be keeping this one. The ones that had the bottles on have got warm, guys, so just beware of that. I've just spotted something somewhere. Where's that gone? Just crawling on the sweet corn. It was a baby ladybird, but that's disappeared. I'll just manoeuvre you around to what we've got. So we'll trim these up. I won't be bothering with that one. I pulled that one off by mistake. There won't be anything worth doing there. We'll pop it in the compost bin. That'll keep them occupied in there. I've left all the ones on that have been nibbled, so they stay away from my carrots, because once you take their food supply away, they'll be looking for something else. Rats and mice are everywhere, not just on our sweet corn, guys. They could be running across absolutely anything, including that. It's just about personal hygiene, personal preference as to what you do. But mice and rats run everywhere. They wee everywhere because they can't hold it in. So we just have to be extra careful if you feel you are vulnerable. But socks definitely worked. The bottles, some of the sweet corn looked a little bit mouldy. I think the condensation couldn't get out, so I think socks will be better. Let's just peel the socks off. It's been very, very hot here, like I said, and the bottles, Jason from Clive's Conundrum Allotment did say that those bottles might cook them, but that's in really good condition. That's okay. This is a baby sweet corn. I didn't realise, but again, it looks okay. The tops look like they haven't quite took, but we can always trim them down. So the bottles are okay if the temperatures aren't like they've been here. So we're sort of looking at 28, 29, and we could have 33 by the weekend, which is completely for autumn. The seasons have just gone balmy. There's our little friend there, look. So if you see that little creature, walk onto the other bit, mate, so we can see you. That's what will turn into a ladybug. It's probably trying to focus on everything else. There you go. So I am very happy, because last year was my first time growing sweet corn for quite a while, and before I knew it, the rats had most of them. This year, with the help of my viewers, subscribers and fellow creators, I've managed to get myself a decent harvest. But I think socks are the way forward. Hole in the end, make sure you get the tassels, the silks through, sorry. So the tassels on the top, drop the pollen onto them if they're not quite ready, but the rats will take them, or other rodents and other creatures that you all suffer with. Other creatures might decide the socks a fair game, but I've tried a few things, and seeing the ones with the bottles on just scorching and making the leaves go a bit mouldy, because these are quite hot. It has been warm today, so I've decided to harvest them. Whatever we get will be a bonus. And like I say, mice and rats are everywhere. They've probably crawled all over those. I'm not going to throw them away, but that's my personal preference. You make your own decision. So I'm going to leave these on. There's a ladybug there, ladybird crawling up. This is the one that just started to go a little bit manky. So I've just placed it top gently, because before it was rammed down and the leaves were getting everywhere. But socks and those netted bags definitely work. The bottles, if it's cool enough, then fair enough. We'll probably use them again, but at short notice, when I saw the rat damage, I just slung the bottles on, and then everybody else helped me out when I first showed the rat damage. Happy gardening to you all. Till next time, my friends. Ta-ra for now. Please remember, thumbs up, thumbs down, and put plenty of comments in there of your experiences. And why not consider subscribing?